Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your December 2024 end of the year channeled message for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to my channel, the reason I use the North Node in tarot readings as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant is that it's recognized in astrology your North Node is your North Star. It's what you're here to learn, accomplish, and master in this lifetime. So it's much more relevant to your everyday life and much more accurate in tarot readings. Now remember, you're going to want to watch two channeled messages, one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. With that, I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides, guardians, and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information and messages that are true and correct for all who see and hear this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Aries and or the first house. Okay, interesting. So to explain the spread here, this card on this side is representing the energies that you're coming to the end of 2024 with. And then this card represents what energies you are trying to go into the future of 2025 with. So 2024, the end here, you've got the reverse Knight of Cups. Now remember, all Knight cards are cards of movement or not so much movement, okay? In this case, it's reversed. And what I'm getting for you, North Node, in Aries is that a big theme through 2024 that has been reoccurring in various situations has been, keeping an open heart, or when to close your heart, or when to protect your heart, or basically set boundaries. A lot of you that have this North Node, because of your Libra South Node or 7th House South Node, have a tendency to be very, ruled by the planet Venus, be very like open-hearted. But a big theme that you've learned this year, and as I said, in different situations, is when to keep your heart open, and as I said, when to set boundaries and when not to keep it open as a protection. And that makes sense, because you think of where you're going, okay? You have your North Node in Aries, ruled by Mars. It's the warrior, okay? And what do warriors do? They have to wear armor when they go into battle. And so too, North Node in Aries and or the first house have to know when to put on their armor, but then after, they feel comfortable and the battle is over, they can take it off and relax. So this has been a huge theme of sharing emotions, going forward with emotions, and when to hold back. And that is the energy. If you think back on your year, it's been a lot of situations where this is kind of played out. Now, going into 2025 is you have the Temperance card, okay, reversed. And this is about assimilating energies, transmuting energies and emotions and thoughts. But this is a card of inner alchemy. And what's wanting to happen here, okay, because this is in its reversed state, is going into 2025, the message for you is, remember, you are a work in progress, as we all are, but in particular for you North Node in Aries and or the first house, there is this inner alchemy that wants to happen. And what does that mean? That means that continue on your path and remember that there's constant refinement, there's constant being able to be, assertive, change direction when you need to, follow your instincts, okay? These are all internal, like GPS systems, okay, that are part of this like inner alchemy that wants to happen. Follow your instincts, trust them, and keep working toward that, okay? Because I feel like this is very much into 2025 a work in progress. Now, one of the things with North Node in Aries and or the first house, the great thing is I noticed that when you are on your path, the rewards tend to come very quickly. Everything with Aries in the first house comes very quickly. And so you're going to know right away when you're on the right path and when you aren't. And you're going to get signals, okay? But remember, it's always good to be direct, set boundaries, and continue this alchemy of following your instincts. And you don't have to choose, emotions over not having emotions, but it's a matter of when to protect them and when to kind of let them out. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your North Node and your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. Thank you so much, and we will see you on some more videos. Many blessings. North Node in Taurus and or the second house. Okay, interesting. So the card on this side is representing the energies kind of culminating from the whole year of 2024. And then this card over here is representing the energies that you want to enter into 2025 with. So starting with the Seven of Swords here, okay? A big theme for 2024 and one of the big learning points for you, North Node and Taurus and or the second house, has been dealing with things that are very much from your South Node in Scorpio and or the 8th house. So things that could be like the need to walk away from drama and situations, to detach yourself in some way, to see what's going on and hidden very under the surface and under the radar, okay? And this is a theme that if you look back at all of your experiences through the whole year, this has kind of been a weaving, running theme of just this ability to walk away from certain situations and not let yourself get too like attached or kind of sucked into it. Okay, so that's been a huge learning point for you North Nodes, okay, in Taurus and or the second house. And you want to continue that. You want to continue to be able to go for, become independent of drama, to become independent of situations that drain your energy and, mentally and physically and emotionally, okay? So that's kind of been the running theme. And then the energy of entering into 2025 is you've got the King of Wands. Now, wands are all about, energy. It's a fire sign, okay? And the King card represents probably, the more kind of outwardly, forceful part of the wand suit. And it's, representing the sun. It's representing everything that is of a fiery nature. And the energy that I'm getting that really they want you to come into 2025 with is the energy of protecting your personal energy and infusing your life and situations with energy. And I feel like these cards go hand in hand, because as we detach from things that drain us, what do we do with that extra energy? Because if all of a sudden, it's kind of like if all of a sudden, someone is working, 40 to 50, 60 hours a week and they win the lottery, and then they now have and they quit their job and they have all this free time. What are they going to do with the free time? Okay. It's the same thing with our energy. When we're detaching from things that draw our energy, we have this reserve of energy. And what you're being asked to do is place that energy in things that are going to empower you and going to charge your life, and that are, it's like this investment of energy. Make good decisions in where you place your energy, and it could pay off hugely for you in this next year. And so, as I said, in order to kind of give our energy into things that we want to give, that means that we're going to have to limit things that aren't really places that we need to give our energy. But yeah, it looks like a very powerful year. Remember, for Taurus, Taurus or the second house north node. Go in with confidence, go in with direction, okay? Put those bull horns down and become independent and stand strong in who you are. And you're going to find yourself very successful in the coming year. So with that, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Gemini and or the third house. Okay, interesting. So the card on this side is representing kind of the energies and the running theme throughout 2024, some of the big lessons that have occurred. And then the card over here is representing the energies and the heads up of how 2025 can kind of play out for you. Now, for 2024, kind of a running theme for you, North Nodes in Gemini and or the third house, has been trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, and particularly trusting your intuition. The Knight card here, the Knight of Cups, all of the Knights are cards of movement, and this is emotional movement forward. In this case, it's going for things that you want based on your intuitive instincts. One of the things that's interesting about the Gemini Sagittarius axis, okay, whether you have your North Node in Gemini or North Node in Sagittarius, is it's a very intuitive energy, okay, very intuitive signs, both of them. And a lot of times they don't understand their intuitive powers. With the Gemini energy, it's tapping into a knowing of when to pick certain things out in your life, when certain choices you can make, and it's almost like you have this intuitive knowing of what direction to take. So if you look back on 2024, a big running theme that is interwoven into the whole year has been this trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your heart, trusting your emotions. And it's been this play of, which is shown here, is, calming the mind and thinking, and then when to trust your own, intuitive guidance, okay? And that's where we get this Queen of Swords reversed, is the big theme, as I said, and this is going to continue on into 2025, is it's controlling the mind and the thinking process, okay, with the heart and the intuitive process, okay? And there has to be a balance. I don't think it should be head over heart or heart over head. I think it needs to be balanced. And that's this thing that is happening with you in your life, is when to use your mental powers and when to use your emotional power. So that's something that you're taking in to 2025. And when you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to see that it's almost like you become more whole, or you become more of who you really are, okay? Because you're getting this balance. Because a lot of you are either kind of heavy on one side or on the other. So this is about balancing head and heart, intuitive guidance, and also mental thoughts and making decisions. And I think a lot of you are kind of done well this year, and this is going to serve you well going into 2025, okay? So it's going to be a big theme. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Cancer and or the fourth house. Okay, interesting. So the card here on the left here, my left, is the card that represents 2024, the energies that have interwoven throughout the whole year, and that you're kind of bringing in as lessons into 2025. And this card is representing kind of 2025 and how you're integrating these lessons in this theme. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and you've got the Two of Wands reversed. A big theme for you North Nodes in Cancer and or the fourth house is about work and career and what's important in your life. So if you look back on the whole year through all of the things you've gone through, maybe through the readings you've seen here on this channel, there has been this kind of underlying theme of, the balance between work, career, success, and, family, home, emotions, that whole thing. Okay, we're talking about Capricorn, Cancer energy, okay, on either side. And there's this balancing that's going on. And what I'm getting for you is that going into 2025, you want to make sure that and double check that, are you giving enough energy to the non-work related things in your life, to relationships, personal relationships, to your emotions, to what you're feeling and thinking. I mean, I get it. We all have to, we work, we have responsibilities, we have to pay bills, all of that stuff. Okay, it's very Capricorn stuff. We do have to be responsible, but we also have to allow ourselves to, sometimes, leave that work meeting and go meet up with a friend, or go to a child's recital or something like that, And we've seen this theme play out like lots of times in movies and TV shows, where it's like the busy parent and then not having enough time, And as I said, this doesn't just apply to, parents. You could just be a single person without any kids listening to this. So what does that mean? It means that allowing times for the things that are non-monetary, okay, things of a non-physical nature, in your life. And if you notice the whole year, it's always been kind of this back and forth in various situations, whether it be in relationships or wherever. There's always been this kind of, am I giving enough time in certain areas of my life, okay? And then going into 2025, you've got this reverse Two of Wands. And what this is saying is, it's like, give some thought and reflection as we end this time of year, at the end of 2024, going into 2025. And think about, where it is you want to go. Like, where are your priorities? And you can have, success monetarily, and also be successful in your relationships and in things of a nature of, home, family. And as I said, even if you're single, okay, that just means like leaving time for your own emotions and your own well-being, okay, taking care of yourself, because the whole Cancer Capricorn axis is not only the security axis, but also the parental, the mother and father, okay? So we have to make time for ourselves. If we don't have even people around us that can do that, we have to be that for ourselves. And so I feel like a lot of your future success in moving forward and in 2025 is going to be when you allow time for the balance of those two things that we were talking about. And when you do that, I feel like your future can look way brighter, even if it feels like at first like you aren't being as responsible as you should. But you have to be responsible to, allowing yourself to experience the more important things in life, okay? And as I said, even though work and responsibilities, all of that is important, it's also, it's important to be balanced, okay? So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting as a message for you moving into 2025, that your future success, okay, is going to depend on the balance between those two aspects of your life. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Leo and or the 5th house. Okay, interesting. So the card on this side is representing the energies that have been interwoven throughout 2024, like a running theme, and what you're moving into 2025 with. And then this card is representing 2025 and the energies that you're coming in with. Now, both of these cards are ending. Okay, so you've got the Death card reversed and the Ten of Swords reversed. Now, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, I always talk about the so-called scary cards. Okay, Death, the Tower, okay, the Devil card. They're nothing to fear. Okay, all this is saying is transformation. Okay, and what I feel like is I feel like a lot of you that have your North Node in Leo and or the 5th house, it's like a good portion of you have done a lot of transformation. But I feel like there's a good portion of you that need to transform more. Okay, so there's this need for transformation. Of all the North Nodes, I felt like this, the North Nodes in Leo and or the 5th house were the ones I kind of needed to, I felt like kind of like push along more or kind of prod more a little bit. And there's a reason for that is because, the energy is in your South Node, okay, of Aquarius and or the 11th house. It's like a tribal energy. And the way I describe it is like, you think of like years and years ago in ancient times, right? When people lived in a small tribe or community or even a small town, to venture off from your clan or your tribe and go even like 40 50 miles away was very dangerous, because there were other there were dangers out there with when you were out of the protection of the tribe or the clan. And that energy is the feeling is like stepping into your North Node in Leo or the 5th house is like it's almost like the desire to want to go on stage, but to be absolutely terrified to do it. It's like to going out from this comfort zone, okay? It's like leaving the tribe. And I feel like there's more work to be done. But remember, you are being rewarded for stepping out on stage, for stepping out of the boundaries of the tribe or the clan. You're being rewarded for that. You're becoming an individual, because the reason for that is you have gifts that you need to share for the world. Each one of you that has this North Node has gifts to offer to the world. And it's a matter of, it can be very, scary to as I said, step out on that stage, okay? But a lot of you have the desire that you want to do that, okay? So there's this struggle that's going on, okay? That's been a big like interwoven, weaving theme throughout 2024. Now moving into 2025 is you have this 10 of Swords reversed. Now this is a card of endings, and I think in particular, swords represent the mind. They represent all of the air signs, and they represent the mind. I think that into 2025, a lot of you are going to have this, and you may even already be thinking about this, where you really want to make changes. Like mentally, you're like, I'm ready. I'm at the end of where I want to go with the energy I currently have, and transformation wants and is going to happen. And a lot of you are already making these changes, but I feel like it's going to happen mentally, especially at the very end of this month, 2024, in December, right? Moving into the new year, a lot of you are going to just finally make the decision mentally to move into this new energy and kind of embrace that kind of your gifts and your personal power, and it's going to be like this mental decision. So don't worry if it doesn't happen right away. It's going to be a process, but I think it's all just like everything else. It's going to start as a thought, and that thought is going to grow into action. Okay, so I think a lot of you are at this point where, okay, you're like, I need to make some changes, and I'm going to make some changes. And then you're going to just start to think what changes that you want to make. What is it you really want to do? Don't worry about the fears. Just think about it. That's what I always tell my North Nodes in Leo or the 5th house. Don't worry about like actually doing it. Don't worry about going on the stage yet. Just what is it that you want to perform? Think about that first. And then you can worry about the actual like leaving the tribe or leaving the safety net of, backstage, okay? Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link to my website in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Virgo and or the 6th house. Okay, interesting. So the card on this side represents the energy that is kind of interwoven into the whole year as a theme and something that you're bringing into 2025. And then over here, this is representing 2025 and the energy of where you want to take this. So here you've got the 9 of Wands reversed. And I feel like a lot of you, what you've done this year, if you look back on all of the months of 2024, one of the big themes is in every situation has been dealing with experiences from the past that come up in different situations, whether it be, through work and career, through personal relationships, or in the past when you were a child. But there's this running theme has been always, the underlying theme has been dealing with these past experiences and making sense of them. And I feel like a lot of you have done that. Like one of the big things that you've done this year is you've been able to really kind of, at least in, if not all, at least some of the areas of your life and your past experiences have been able to like understand them more and have them not only make more sense, but able to move past them when necessary, and that's a huge deal. Okay, this is about like making sense and healing and be able to move forward from past experiences. And I think that that's like a huge theme, and you're taking this energy of, and a lot of you still might have healing to do, but you're taking this momentum going into 2025, and it's helping you set you up for like even a better year in 2025, okay? But that's the main thing, is being able to make sense of these past experiences. Now, the 5 of Cups over here reversed is saying that what you're doing with that is, as you've healed it, all 5 cards are positive in their reverse state. Because even though the 5s are kind of negative cards, when they're upright, when it's reversed, it's like leaving something negative behind. And if you examine this card closely, what you see is that it has some symbolism that's very interesting. There are 3 cups that are spilled, but behind, and the person is very obviously distraught about this. But then there are 2 cups in back of this person, and then there is a road leading down a path, over a bridge, and on to better days, okay? And so what we do is, I feel like when we are able to make sense of our past experiences like you have, and you're able to put them in a way in your mind and heart to understand them and heal them, what you do is you're able to move on from them. Okay, and what you're realizing is that even you've gone through some intense things, because everyone that has their North Node in Virgo and or the 6th house, I guarantee you, has had very intense experiences in past lives and also in this lifetime. And so when you're able to make sense of them and you're able to move forward and free, you realize all is not lost. And that's what this is saying, is that you still have a lot of life to live, a lot of love to give, and a lot of plans to make. Okay, so this is a very positive thing, and that's the energy, because of you're being rewarded for making sense and healing these past experiences. You're able to move into 2025, kind of much more powerful and standing in your own power. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Libra and or the 7th house. Okay, so the card on this side is representing kind of an interweaving theme throughout 2024 for you, North Nodes in Libra and or the 7th house, and things that you know, you're bringing into 2025 with. And then this card is representing the energies of 2025 that you're coming into the year with. Very interesting. The 7 of Pentacles here is saying that one of the big things that you've learned, okay, and if you look at all of the circumstances through every month and everything that's happened in the whole year, one of the big themes is about having patience. There's probably been times throughout the year when you've lost your patience with something, okay, and then there's been other times when you've been able to, you know, show some patience and some restraint, okay, and I feel like you've been rewarded because, you know, like your North Node in Libra is generally, you know, activated by that South Node in Aries a lot of times, okay? So sometimes it can be easy to go back into those South Node tendencies, okay, of Aries under the 1st house. And I feel like a lot of you have been rewarded for like showing patience with yourself, with others, and being able to wait for things to grow, wait for things to happen. Because in this lifetime, you're not really being rewarded for quick impulsive action. You're being rewarded for weighing things out with Libra, making decisions based on all the factors and not just like, you know, gut instincts type of a thing. So this has been a big theme. And I feel like you're being rewarded with that. And one of the ways you're being rewarded is, this is interesting, you've got this Emperor card, and this is representing Aries. You can see on the throne here, there are ram heads, you know, representing the sign of Aries. But the thing about the Emperor card is you're finding that as you are able to calm some of the South Node energies of Aries instincts and the 1st house instinct, at first it seemed like it was disempowering, like, I feel like taking action. I need to take action in this situation. And which seems like a very powerful move, but you hold back, okay? And I feel like a lot of you have been able to like say, wait, I'm gonna hold back. I'm not gonna act impulsively in this situation. And what you've found is, even if at first it seemed like you weren't standing in your power, what you've found is after you've done that, you found it takes more strength and power to be patient, to weigh things out, to not act too quickly, okay? To really think about the moves you want to make and to hold yourself back. You're finding that that's real power. And what the Emperor is representing is the noble leader, okay? The noble leader, because what we see with leaders and like the Emperor is we see, yes, there's a display of power, but in this case, it's the archetype of the leader that is able to be, yes, decisive and strong, but also with care, making the right moves based on, you know, weighing things out and not acting too quickly. So what I'm saying is the energy that you're coming into 2025 with is self-empowerment, but it's a different kind of power that you might have thought years ago. It's not Aries power or 1st house. It's a blending of Aries and Libra energy, which is the benevolent and the enlightened leader. Okay, so that's what you're stepping into. So continue that. Continue to be patient, continue to weigh things out, continue to always check your, you know, actions and your instincts, and make sure that you are, you know, saying the correct things, you're taking action in the correct way, and you'll find yourself growing more into this enlightened, benevolent, strong leader that you are meant to be. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Scorpio and or the 8th house. Okay, interesting. So the card over here represents the interweaving energies that have went for the whole year of 2024. Things that have been kind of in all your situations have been coming up time after time, and the energy that you're coming into 2025 with. And then this card over here is representing this energy that is continuing on into 2025. So the Strength card reversed is interesting because a lot of you have been thinking about, and if you look at all the situations throughout all of 2024, a big theme has been, where do I feel in my power? And I feel like a lot of you are looking at your personal power in different ways. Because remember, the 8th house and Scorpio rules like our personal power, okay? Our personal power that we exert into the world. And what you're learning is you're learning that there's new ways to tap into that. Also, Taurus is powerful too. You know, your South Node and of Taurus in the second house. I mean, because we're talking about Taurus the bull, right? But the power that we're talking about here is like taking it to the next level, which is the power to understand things that are hidden behind the surface, to understand yourself at a deeper level, because the 8th house in Scorpio rules psychology. Okay, so to be able to understand ourselves and our motivations. And I feel like a lot of you have done that. If you look at all the situations that you've gone through, a lot of it has to do with understanding your personal power, understanding things at a deeper level, and understanding how things work in the world at a deeper level, right? Now, what you're coming into 2025 with is a continuation of that, okay? You've got the moon reversed, okay? There are things, and you can see here that there's, the crab, and also represents kind of a scorpion type animal, insect. There are things that are coming to light more and more. I think as 2025 things in 2025 progresses, you're going to learn new things about yourself and your life, and to pay attention to everything that you've gone through and this personal transformation, because again, Scorpio and the 8th house is also about transformation. So I think that what's going to happen is the first part of the year, you're going to get this kind of new direction, and something that you didn't really see before that was hidden is now going to be is going to come to light. It could be something in different areas of your life, something within yourself, something within various relationships, something within your work and career. But as I said, these new things are coming to light, and the reason is because you have changed and transformed what it means to stand in your personal power. So go into 2025 strong, and remember, uncover those secrets, the secrets in you, the secrets in others, that can help you to understand life, and your life in particular at a deeper, more intimate level. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Sagittarius and or the 9th house. Okay, so the card on this side represents kind of an interweaving theme throughout your whole year. Things that you've gone through, and you found this to play out in lots of various situations in your life. And it's the energy that, you're taking with you into 2025. And this card over here represents 2025 and things that you kind of need to know and work with. Now, you've got the 8 of Cups here, and you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Starting with the 8 of Cups, if you look back on your year, what you've seen as a major theme in every situation, there's been this element of needing to change direction or walk away from a certain direction emotionally that you've been on. And if you just really kind of meditate on that, you'll see that, yeah, I've kind of done that. I've kind of like taken different roads in my life. I've been able to, like, in this situation, I'm taking a turn. So it's like this changing direction. But what you're finding is the direction that you've taken is all the same way, which is really positive. Like, it's like, if you look at all the cups here, these are all, like, you can think of them as different emotional paths that you were on. And part of the energy of this life is saying, okay, I've got too many cups here. I've got too many different emotional, cups going on here. I need to, like, condense them, make sense of them, and then move on this singular path. And so this has been a big theme, that's been through the whole year, of you finding your way. And your way is, in a certain direction with a certain philosophy, certain belief system of how you want your life to be, okay? And so that's the energy that you are coming into 2025 with, is a more, I guess you could say, singular mindset and a singular heart set. Now, over here with the Ace of Pentacles reversed is, yes, this card sometimes it represents money. In this case, these are things of value, things of value. One of the things that you want to work on is, and what helps you find your path, is honing in on what is important to you. Okay, and now that might sound basic, but really think about it. Okay, you're coming from, Gemini. Okay, you're coming from the third house. Okay, and there's lots of different ways of thinking and being and feeling and all of that, right? But the way you hone in on your true path is you have to find what is most important. What is it you most value? Because if there's too many things that were scattered, like with all these cups, and our energy and our thoughts and our emotions are scattered, they don't become effective. And so what is wanting to happen, and you should give this some thought as we get into 2025, what is most important to you? What is it you want? What is it you value? And then go for that. That you're being asked to find your direction, okay? But you're going to find your direction in, first of all, finding what is most important to you. Everything in the world can't be, important to all of us, okay? If you look at everybody that's around that is successful in life, they can't do everything, okay? They can't, like, live on a beach all week and, run like a CEO, type of company. I mean, they might be able to go on vacation, but you get what I'm saying? Like, choices have to be made. But what it is the person that is running, a surfboard rental company in Costa Rica, living on the beach, that's what they chose. That is what's important to them. And then the CEO that wants to start a company out of Silicon Valley, that's what's important to them, okay? So that's what I'm saying here, is you have to find what's important to you, and that's going to show you your singular path. So that's what's wanting to happen in 2025. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope this reading was helpful to you. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link to my website in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Capricorn and or the 10th house. Okay, interesting. So the card on this side is representing kind of an interweaving theme throughout all of 2024. And if you think of all your experiences, things you've gone through, this has been kind of an underlying theme that has gone throughout the whole year. And this card is representing kind of the energy and a heads up of the energy you're coming into 2025 with. So over here for the first card, you've got the 10 of Pentacles upright. And what this is telling me is that, there has been this thing with you North Nodes in Capricorn in the 10th house, which is, going for what you want in the world or the safety of the family, because this card is representing family legacy, the comfort and the security of family and surroundings. And family could be anything, like could be also like friends and things like that, okay? And if you've noticed that a lot of your year there has been this theme of, you know, needing to leave comfort zones, okay? So you could think of this as this comfort zone, okay? And so these comfort zones, you've been kind of asked that, where is it that, and a lot of you have learned that, you know, when you make a change and you're able to leave a comfort zone, you actually find that it's very comfortable. Like you're finding that when you make these changes, that it actually works out okay. But as I said, this has kind of been this theme throughout the whole year, and the energy that you're coming into 2025 with is this Ten of Cups reversed. And what this is saying is that you don't have to worry that you can't have comfort, security, wonderful people around you, wonderful, like, I don't know, zones of safety around you while you're making your way in the world, while you're choosing to step out from these comfort zones. You don't have to worry about losing the things that are important to you. There can be a balance, and that's one of the things you're going to learn in 2025 that I'm feeling here, is that you're learning that you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. But at first you might have to make, you know, a choice. Like, for example, let's say that, you know, you are living a very comfortable life and you're kind of set in something, but there's something gnawing at you where you have an idea of something that you want to do. Okay, you want to maybe start a side hustle or start a business or change careers or go back to college or whatever it is. And it's something, it's basically leaving a comfort zone. And you've been thinking about doing it. When you first make the decision to do it and you're going for it, it can seem like you're leaving the safety of that. But really what you're doing is, when you're leaving that comfort zone, you're actually creating a whole other zone for yourself. But it feels very strange in doing that, okay? It feels, when you take that first step. And so one of the big things that's going to happen through 2025 is you're going to find that as you're able to go out and create things outside of your comfort zones, you're going to find that it's not as scary as you would think. And it's not anything where you don't have to trade off, like, I can't have anything comfortable or relationships or family or anything to that effect. And you don't have to trade off one for the other, okay? So that's one of the big lessons that's going to happen in 2025, is that, yes, you can have it all, but you do have to take that initial step and go for what you want. You have to take the leap and the step forward into walking out of a comfort zone in order to understand that, okay? So it's like, you know, it's time to leave that and then step into new areas that can become comfort zones for you, okay? Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Aquarius and or the 11th house. Okay, so the card on this side is representing the energies that have been interwoven throughout your whole year, throughout all of your experiences. There's been this one kind of theme that's played out, and it's the energy that you're flowing into 2025 with. And then this card over here is representing the energies of 2025, and kind of as a heads up and where things could be headed in general as this theme kind of continues. So over here you've got the Three of Wands, okay? And so if you look back on your year, one of the big things that has happened is there has been a change of thinking of where it is you want to go in your life. If you look at every situation throughout the whole year, it's always been kind of like a choice of direction, or like planning where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do, what does the future hold. This could be like looking into the future, right? And there's been a lot of transformation in thinking about where it is that you do want to go. And I feel like that's the energy that you want to come into this new year with in 2025. And in particular, it has to do with things that you are, your creativeness, okay? Here you've got, for 2025, you've got the reversed Eight of Pentacles. And this is about, yes, it's about work, but if you see there's an artist in here, it's about there's something that they're creating in the world, okay? And what I'm feeling for you is that the thought process throughout all of 2024 is, how can I bring what I want to bring to the world, okay? And how can I make that the most successful that I can? And with this reversed Eight of Pentacles, what it's saying is, it's saying that it's important for you not to do it alone. For your North Node in Aquarius and or the 11th house, it's important to use your creativity not as a single entity, but always think partnering up. It could be within a company, working, in a team. Now, this could be also in your life, in relationships. Remember, not to be the lone wolf, especially when it comes to your creativity. This could be if you not only work and career, but as I said, in relationships, in families and all of that. It's always partnership. And when you do that, what you can do is because a lot of you that have this North Node have really amazing natural creativity, and you have great things to offer in the world. But what you're learning is you're learning to use that correctly. And the way you use that correctly is, as I said, in partnering up. And are you helping someone or people? Are you able to work with other people and use their creativity to work together? So think about this card is, if you have 2 or 3 or more artisans coming up and you're all working together as opposed to by yourself. So that's been a big theme of throughout 2024, and then moving into 2025 is using the powers of your creativity to their best advantage. And it's going to be not acting on your own. Use it for the benefit of not only people and society, but team up with people, partner up. This could be in your company, in families, wherever in your life. Partnership is really good for you, okay? And this is because you've had too many lifetimes with your South Node in Leo in the 5th house of feeling the need to having to use your creativity because you knew the best way to approach a situation, okay? And you really, you have great ideas, but now it's time to team up with people and get all their ideas, because what it does is it's creating a better world. Your creativity along with other people together creates something that's better, okay? And so that's really what this is saying. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link to my website in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings. Okay, North Node in Pisces and or the 12th house. Okay, interesting. So the card over here is representing kind of an interweaving theme that is played out in almost every situation in 2024, and kind of the main energy that you're coming into 2025 with. And this card over here is representing kind of what you most need to know entering into 2025 as this theme kind of continues to evolve and grow. So you've got over here, you've got the Queen of Wands upright. And what I'm feeling like for you, North Nodes in Pisces and or the 12th house, is there's been a big theme of if you look at every situation and all your readings and everything that's happened throughout this whole year, there's been a theme of standing in your power, standing in your personal power, or personal power development. And it's almost like if you look back on the year, I feel like most of you, you're not the same person energetically. Like most of you have upgraded yourself energetically. If you go back to the beginning of 2024 and then think of where your evolution has gone, you have been standing more in your power month by month to where you are a different person, okay, in a lot of ways. But there's more work to be done. But I feel like you want to continue with this. You want to continue with standing in your power and being able to flex your power in a way that is, not only helpful to you, but helpful to those around you. Now that's where this comes in over here. So you've got the reversed Six of Pentacles. And what's wanting to happen here is, I feel like a lot of you are now taking this personal power and you're needing to share it with the world, okay? Share it with those around you in different ways. Now that could be in personal relationships, family relationships, romantic relationships, friends, okay? It could be at work or what you do. It could be in creating a side hustle. But now this is important. That's what this is saying. This is sharing your gifts. And that's the way you want to think about this, because you think, okay, as we end 2024 and you're thinking about, yeah, like I'm standing in my power more than I was at the beginning of 2024. And now where can I use that? And I feel like it's like, what does that mean? It means like, what I mean by sharing it, it means like those around you, like maybe at your work, your career. Is it something that you're doing as a side hustle, or things that you want to create? What is it you want to share with the world? So this newfound power and energy, because remember, wands are about energy. The energy has to be used, and it wants to be directed and shared with people, okay? So I think that's what you're coming into 2025 with, is how can I share my personal power and gifts with those around me that not only benefits myself, but also benefits the world in general? How can I use my personal power, creative gifts, knowledge, whatever it is, in order to share with not only the world, but, just kind of put out there into the universe, right? It's a very Pisces North Node, 12th house North Node type of a thing. But anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal tarot reading based on your astrological chart, there's going to be a link to my website in the description box below. With that, I'll say thank you. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.